Good day everyone, I'm Nikka and I'm here to report about capacity considerations. The first thing you need to consider in capacity considerations is economics of scale. Economics of scale talks about the condition which the average cost of a unit produced is reduced as the amount of output is increased. Second is this economic scale. It is a condition which the cost of every additional unit made increase. It occurs at a point beyond the best operating level. Best operating level is the volume of output that results in the lowest average unit cost. Third one is the focus factories. Focus factories are facilities that are small, specialized, and has a narrow set of objectives. A smaller and specialized facility can be more efficient because it focuses on the small number of goals and fewer objectives. The last one is the subcontractor network. It develops a large network of subcontractors and suppliers who perform the task. Traditionally, the company do all the work, while nowadays they hire suppliers or other networks that can do the task for them before it delivers to them. Good day everyone, I'm here to report about location decision. As a manager or owner, you need to follow a 3-step procedures in order to choose a place that is suitable for your business. Step 1 is to identify dominant factors. Managers need to consider these factors such as appearance, access to the place, parking, and other things that you needed to consider in the business. This step requires managerial knowledge and experience. Step 2 is develop location alternatives. Once the manager lists down all the dominant factors that needed in the business, they need to find a place or alternatives that is suitable for the business they are going to have that can satisfy the selected factors. The third and the last steps in making a location decision is evaluate the location alternatives. After the manager lists all the dominant factors, choose a location alternatives, he or she needs to make a final decision. This is not easy because a certain location might be good at other factors while the other is like that also. A number of procedures can help in evaluating alternatives. First one is the qualitative factors such as quality of life. Second one is the quantitative factors such as considering the distance of the place to the other place and if it is accessible to the other areas. After I discuss all the procedures needed in making location decisions, I will now discuss the procedures in evaluating location alternatives. First one is factor rating. Factor rating can be used in evaluating multiple alternatives based on the selected factors that we list earlier. I will now discuss the steps that we need in developing factor rating. Step 1 is also the same as the topic earlier. It is to identify the dominant factors. Second is to assign weights to the factor reflecting the importance of each factor relative to the other factor. The sum of it must be 100. Fourth step is to evaluate the factors based on the scale that we choose on the third step. For example, if you choose the 5-point scale, a certain location that is excellent on that factor will get a 5 for it. Step 5, for each factor in each alternative, multiply the weight of each factor by that factor and sum the results of each alternative. This will give you the score for each alternative and can help you to choose the best location for your business. The sixth and the last step is to select the alternative with the highest score. And that ends the steps in developing a factor rating. After the factor rating, I will now discuss the load distance model. It is all about evaluating the alternative based on distance. Now I am going to discuss about the steps in developing the load distance model. First step is to identify the distance. We're going to identify the distance using the rectilinear distances. It talks about the shortest point of two distances using only the north-south and east-west movement. After you identify the distance, the second step is to identify the loads. Loads represents the goods that move in and out of the facility. The third and the last steps is to calculate the load distance score for each location using the formula D is equal to x minus x plus y minus y. And that ends my report about making location decisions.